On an average day, about a dozen new games are released on Steam. And while we think that's a good thing, it can be understandably hard to keep up with. Potentially exciting gems are sure to be lost in the deluge of new things to play unless you sort through every single game that is released on Steam. So that's exactly what we've done. Here are 5 new Steam games you probably missed this week. The Outbound Ghost is a Paper Mario style RPG about freeing ghosts from the meat space plane. In other words, the ghosts you'll encounter in the Outbound Ghost are all stuck in a literal ghost town due to unresolved earthly issues. Mostly, regrets for how they lived their now finished lives. You'll need to help these ghosts come to terms with their regrets, which feeds into the turn-based combat, where you'll wield party members based on the full gamut of human emotion. Oh, and you are a ghost as well, which means in addition to helping other ghosts on their way to the afterlife, you'll need to contend with your own problems too. The Outbound Ghost has a gorgeous 2.5D art style, and has a setting unlike anything you've probably seen before. The most salient line in the Steam description for SpiderHeck is spiders with laser swords. The trailer shows exactly that, spiders with laser swords, moving around artfully minimal 2D arenas, attacking and being attacked. Because they are spiders, they are able to crawl up, down and around surfaces in any direction, all the better to slice other spiders to bits with their laser swords. SpiderHeck seems to excel as a local or online PvP game, but there's also a cooperative horde mode and a single player component. And don't worry, while the spiders are best known for having lasers, they can also have other weapons like shotguns, mines and rocket launchers. The latter all the better to enjoy the game's comedic take on physics. No Place for Bravery is a pixel art action RPG about Fawn, an ex-soldier now making a living as an innkeeper. When the figure responsible for the disappearance of his daughter re-emerges, Fawn is dragged back into violence, resulting in a narrative that examines the role and duties of father figures and the consequences of their choices in a troubled world. As far as top-down isometric pixel art goes, this is an incredibly rich and detailed world, dripping with atmosphere. Expect a lot of dexterous combat, but also expect exploration and some light puzzling. This ain't Diablo, but rather something a little closer to the Zelda series. Here's a puzzle game that strives to put the player in the role of an Alzheimer's patient. I'm not sure whether the game has any success in that pursuit, but on its own terms, Room 301 Number 6 looks interesting. With 2 perspectives, the player navigates a maze on one side, while the movement is traced along a more detailed image on the other. Your field of vision is limited, apparently to simulate the cognitive impairment associated with Alzheimer's. But you can find medicine throughout the environment to gradually expand it. As you navigate these mazes and explore these associated environments, you'll find belongings which can be discussed with your daughter, all the better to remember. We counted at least 3 new PS1 inspired retro horror games on Steam last week, and the subgenre is quickly reaching the point of oversaturation. But we can't get enough of this style, and Employee of the Month looks to be the most interesting among this week's selection. You are a night worker in a rural convenience store, known for its friendliness. But as you can probably guess, this being a horror game, not everything is as it seems. Played from a first-person perspective, you'll carry out a number of retail-oriented duties, but don't expect to be restocking toilet paper baskets and cleaning spills for the whole duration of the game. Expect to probably die. And there we have it for this week, a wide range of games, from Nintendo-inspired RPGs, to PS1-esque horror, to spiders with laser swords. I think it's safe to say, gaming is pretty awesome. I've been Antonio Phillips, be sure to like, comment and subscribe to PC Gamer, and I hope you have a good day.